Hi, I'm Mike Keith for Mel Bay Banjosessions. This month we're going to talk about the McKenna Grip. Now this is named after Barney McKenna, the famous Irish banjo player, and it's a rather odd grip for those of us who are brought up with mandolins and guitars. Most of us are used to the natural grip, which is a straight thumb like this, and relaxed against the first finger and played like that. This is a standard grip for almost all bluegrass mandolin players, guitarists, etc. The McKenna grip, which is probably not invented by Barney McKenna, but certainly he's the one who showed it to everybody, has a bent thumb. And the bent thumb has a lot of advantages. Here's what it looks like. There's actually a lot of variations of this, and I'll show them to you as time goes on. Now, the main reason why the McKenna grip works so well is stability. If you look at my hand, you'll see that when I bend my thumb like this and just lay it against the finger, it's very stable. And I'm not exerting much force at all. It's mostly just the weight of my thumb and the natural flexing of my muscles. Now, if I put the pick in between there, this is what it looks like. Now, this may seem like it's not very stable, but when I whip it back and forth like this, and this is very hard, and I'm still relaxing my hand, it doesn't move. Whereas with the natural grip, especially if you're hitting something, I'll hit the strings, you might start rotating the pick. With this particular grip, there's a slight tightening when there's any pressure on there, and that's a natural thing. It's not something you do just because you're getting nervous or upset because you're playing in public. Now actually there's more than one McKenna style grip, but the main feature of all these various variations of this grip is the bent thumb. The pictures I saw of early Barney McKenna, he had a straight finger which was pushed up against the thumb, and he would play like this. It's possible that the pick may have been over a little bit more, but that looks sort of awkward to me. And maybe unstable, but actually it's quite stable. Later on you see pictures of him bending his thumb, bending his forefinger into his thumb like this, but he always played with an open hand like this. And you can tell that because this area here is always worn out. Now later on, other musicians would go higher up to the point where when you look at John Carty, he looks like his hand is frozen. And he plays this, and he plays completely with the pick locked in like this, using only wrist strokes, not using any finger action whatsoever. At first this was a little difficult for me to use, but after a while it got to be almost natural. And again, it's very relaxed. It's not real tight like that. It's very relaxed because you need to have a relaxed wrist to play this music. I'm going to play George White's favorite using the McKenna grip. Let's see if I can do it. I'm using the grip that John Carty uses, and I like it best because it reinforces my hand. It really just puts that pick right into a vise that's totally relaxed. But as you saw before, it works great. Now the main difference between this technique and the natural technique is that the natural technique promotes more finger movement, and you get that McTwist type triplet in. The other thing it does, though, is it changes the center of gravity from here, which is where the McKenna is, to here, and you go back and forth, so that when you want to get those wrist triplets in, you work from here. If you use those finger triplets, you go from here. With the McKenna grip, it's entirely wrist triplets, and therefore you have a somewhat stronger tone and a little louder tone for the same amount of work. I hope this helps some. If those of you who are willing to try the McKenna Grip, give it a chance. I think you'll find that it will make a big difference in your sound if you can consistently relax into it. The secret of this is, like all the grips and all of musicianship, is relaxation. If you don't relax, you won't be able to get the triplets out, you won't be able to play smoothly, and it will sound terrible. But if you relax, you're going to see the reason why John Carty plays so well. This is Mike Keys from Mel Bay's Banjo Sessions.